Hi, my name is Bijou. Today I'm going to be talking about what the New York Times litigation reveals about the gap between OpenAI's stated privacy commitments versus what actually happens to the user data when institutional interests compete with individual rights. So, essentially, New York Times had a lawsuit against OpenAI ChatGPT, but OpenAI or ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI, so it was against OpenAI, not just ChatGPT specifically. The New York Times claimed that OpenAI or ChatGPT had, they would use the information from New York Times, articles, and they wouldn't cite them. They wouldn't cite New York Times or the articles or the authors or anything. So during this lawsuit, OpenAI was forced to provide users chats within, I think it was 90 days, which a majority of those chats weren't even related. These were just randomly picked. So most of these chats weren't even related to the New York Times or anything. A lot of them didn't even mention New York Times at all. They weren't giving the resources or anything. And OpenAI did try to say, basically we can't do that, that's against our privacy commitments, but they did end up having to do it. So this pretty much just proves that the chats are never fully deleted, even if they say that they get deleted after 30 days. Clearly, if they need or want to pull them up, they can. Which also it was a complete violation of the privacy commitments. When users are using ChatGPT, they're expecting their chats to get completely erased and deleted from everything after 30 days because that was OpenAI's original policy. After this happened, OpenAI did state that they are now back to their original policy of all user chats are deleted with or after 30 days. But as we know now, they're never actually deleted. They can always be found by these people if need be, or just if they want to, I guess, which isn't proven. But, so you really just, it's just important. I feel like I personally really learned from this that I need to be a lot more careful with what I'm putting into OpenAI. When I use ChatGPT, whether it's, help with school or whatever, I need to be a lot more careful about what information I'm putting in there. I personally am not putting in, super personal information, but if you were someone that does do that, I would recommend